It's going to be exciting, Gigs.
Well, a backhand approach here for both of these athletes as we tee up the first heat of the day's proceedings. Three-time world champion Mick Fanning now engaging a round 3 encounter against Michel Bourez. That's a good point. We'll talk more about that. Lots of heat still remaining. 23 heats still to go to crown a champion here as we get the first wave of this encounter underway. Mick, big slash. It's a slightly broken face, but he's going to keep that rail control. Beautiful systematic approach from Mick as he releases the fins there. So not...
two warriors, really, Mick Fanning and Michel Bourez. Here we go. Michel having a look at his first wave.
Bourez now looks down the line, sees the wave growing on the inside edge. So he'll just keep reaching out. Hasn't really unleashed a turn yet. And now he'll tuck. Yes, and he'll thread a nice little pocket. So that's the kind of tube on offer here. As Bourez now goes to work for the backhand maneuvers. That's a nice swing right there at the lip. So strong ride here for Michel Bourez in comparison.
Wow.
And well, ends up in that, well, the World Surf League bringing you a lot of action here this afternoon. A full round to complete here. We're on heat 5, 12, complete the round as we see Fanning now, wave number 2. Tight snap again. Great rail control. Little buckled pocket, but he'll snap it. And yes, he'll hold it together. So Fanning almost replicating his opening approach.
Has priority. Michel Bourez has to give way. And a definite blunder there from Michel Bourez.
Mick will exercise the authority and get going here. Wave number 3. Just grinds out that first maneuver. Now wraps it around. Second turn. It's tight in the pocket. Great backhand definition from Fanning. It's just those 3 hits. And now Michel Bourez will try answer back. Second wave of the set. Running on the leftovers of the opener. So it looks like first waves of the set right now, Potts, are the key.
Yeah. That was good enough for me. And then Mick taking that next wave off Michel Bourez, trying to make him pay. That's what these good guys do. You know, they pounce on those opportunities, they pounce on those situations and really make you feel like you've made a big mistake.
All our 11 stops on Championship Tour takes the same approach. Now, talking about approach, Michel, who's been a great staller all week here, will overstall and possibly be frustrated right about now.
Like, what's this first tube here from Michel Bourez? I love the setup work, just taking it easy, making sure his feet are in the right place. Timing is everything in these little conditions. Now he draws off the bottom, pulls up high and drives through that section. That's what the judges liked about that 7-point ride, as opposed to his last one where he tried to slow down so much that it literally wiped off too much speed and ended up a wipeout. So great surfing on that opening occasion for Michel Bourez.
For Michel Bourez shows that you don't have to wait for the best ones. If you catch a smaller one and flare, as Michel Bourez is about to try and do here again, you'll get the score. That one bit short and he's in and out on that one.
Atoll here. So we see Michel Bourez in and out. Mick will pick up on that very same swell a little bit down the line. Here he goes. And well, looking down the line for the tube section.
Going to allow you a better section to hit. We'll just watch Mick here.
Well, Mick Fanning floats. It'll be an inconsequential score.
So now both guys battling out. Yeah, that was interesting.
All right.
Wow.
Live action, 6.5 to go. Mick Fanning chasing down a 7.86. Nice float. Beautiful, weightless flow again as he connects the dots. Another hammering. So we saw Michel applying himself to this inside section. Mick now doing the same.
Is what he needed on that last wave.
Meanwhile, Michel will want to defend the lead. Wants to improve scores. Already a big maneuver, little float. It's a bit complicated, and he'll exit quickly. He'll want to beat Mick Fanning back to the primary takeoff area here. Potts, 90 seconds to go, as you said. And interesting to note, both surfers' opening rides still counting. You see that work rate. And here we go, Michel Bourez is going to sit behind the curtain. It is a small wave, but he's going to tick the box for a tube at the Outerknown Fiji Pro. Last time that happened to him, Potts, was back in 2005. So this is going to not be a great trip after a week's waiting for Mick Fanning. But Michel Bourez will celebrate a journey through to round 4 here. The worst that he can do now is finish 9th. But it is a 13th place finish for Mick Fanning in that opening heat of the day's competition here.
Yeah, Mick's not going to be happy with that.